In real-life classrooms, it takes a long time to help students build up this solid foundation of fundamental mathematical ideas. Yet, no matter at which point the students arrive, it is possible to begin the process. In many cases, it starts with just one lesson. Let's look at some of these first activities. Later in the program, we'll see what the possibilities might be.
What we're going to talk about now are the rods that you were using. I'm going to see what you learned about the rods as you were playing the game.
Today, she's trying out an activity that she has never done before, one that deals with the concept of addition.
The dark green rod,
Called trains, she asks the students to find all the different ways of linking up shorter rods so that their combined length will match the length of a given longer rod.
Who can raise a quiet hand and tell me one way that we could make the same size as the green rod using different colors? Adrian.
Put a light green and then a light green on top of the light green.
How many light greens is that?
2.
Can you come on up and show me how you would do that? I'll give you your 2 light greens, and can you stand them on top of each other? And we're gonna see, but before we do that, thumbs up if you think Adrian is correct, thumbs down if you think, I don't think that's the same size. Oh, Jacob doesn't think so.
I do.
Most people do. Oh, now you do. Oh, most people do. Let's see if Adrian's right. I'm gonna ask you to put it right here, stand them on top of each other, but we're gonna see if Adrian was correct.
Yeah.
Is he correct?
Yeah.
All right, give him a hand. Nice job, Adrian. Nice job. And he knew it in his head, and then he came up and he could show us, and he was right. Who knows another way we could use different colors and it will be the same size? Jacob, talk to me.
One red and 2 whites.
1 red, 2 whites. Thumbs up if he's correct. You don't think so, Tatiana? Is 1 red and 2 whites going to be too small or too big?
Too small.
It's going to be too small. What do you think? Too small or too big?
Too small.
Let's see. You said 1 red and
2 whites.
Go ahead.
I said that.
Careful. Andrea, can you step back, honey? Give him room. They surprise me all the time. I can't believe they came up with that many ways to make the dark green rod. You know, I didn't know. I didn't know if anyone would have any ideas. I didn't know if they'd want to try it, you know? They're constantly surprising me with what they know. Jacob, talk to me. Stand up so everyone can see what happened. Rihanna, on your bottom.
Too small.
Oh, no, Talia was right. It was too small. Jacob, what do we need? What do we need to make it correct?
2 more. 1 red. Hi.
What, Jacob?
1 red.
Thumbs up. Is he right with 1 red? Thumbs down. Is he wrong? Imani, you don't think he needs 1 red?
No.
What does he need?
2.
He needs 2 reds? Okay, let's see.
2 white.
You think he needs 2 white?
No, I'll use a red. No.
Jacob wants a red, so that's what I'm going to give him. And let's see if he's correct. Go ahead.
No, it won't be too tall. I use it correct.
Let's see. Is he correct? Stand up. Is that correct? Give Jacob a hand. If I continue the discussion later, I'll see how many we can get. And then we'll discuss how do we know when we're done. Like we discussed over the summer in the math workshop. How do we know? And I want to see what they say to that question. That'll be a whole nother lesson. How do we know when we're done?
In terms of teaching mathematics and in terms of mathematics itself, it's very important to get students involved in looking for justifications, because at the heart of mathematics is the idea that we can look at patterns and relationships and try to understand the underlying reasons why those patterns and relationships exist. And in reasoning, in understanding why they exist, one is developing ideas of proof.
So how many reds do you need?
2 reds and 2 whites.
Thank you. Have a seat, Jacob. Jacob did it with 2 reds and 2 whites. I can't believe how many ways we found so far. Boys and girls, we're going to come back to this a little later because I know you've been sitting for a long time to see if we can find any more ways, or maybe we have them all. Raise your hand if you think we have them all. We have them all. Hands down. Raise your hand if you think maybe there's one more. A couple people think there's one more. We're going to try it later. I'll leave these here and we'll come back to it a little later because you've been sitting for a while. When I experience the lesson firsthand with the children, I seem to learn more about the children and more about how I can teach them. and learn from them, because they're giving me ideas. When they say, I don't have any more of these rods, I need more, they're giving me ideas. I need to figure out a way that they can make that size rod. So they're constantly giving me more ideas on what I could use in my teaching.